You guys, tahu tak? I ada menang an award tau. And it's not your usual award. It's an international award. Tengoklah ni. Hackathon. Bukan biasa-biasa tau. Hehehe. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera kepada Kopi and Culture Lover. Hai, kembali kita bersama episod yang terbaharu. Jadi hari ni untuk episod Kopi and Culture kita ada Anis Suraya. Okay Anis, boleh tak perkenalkan sikit about yourself?
Okay, my name is Anis Suraya. I'm from GIT, Team BI. So, I dah kerja dalam DRB almost 2 years. I started in January 2024.
Team BI tu apa?
Team BI is Business Intelligence and Analytics. So, kita orang punya kepakaran is to develop our apps, our BI dashboard. So, yeah.
Okay, kita dengar ada beberapa perkataan yang familiar, Power BI, Power Apps. Jadi episod ni tentang apa semua? Episod ni kita akan ceritakan her latest win. One of the big wins yang kita akan tengok sekejap lagi. Saya akan tunjukkan juga this LinkedIn punya post, the poster dekat sini. Anis, boleh tak ceritakan sikit? What did you actually win?
Okay,
apa benda ni?
So apa yang I actually win is Microsoft Code Without Barriers Hackathon 2025. So I menang tempat ketiga untuk tools Power Platform, which is using Power Apps, Power BI and also Power Automate.
Power Apps,
Power BI and also Power Automate.
Okay, so sekarang ni kita dah tahu yang di RB Highcom ada juga Workplace Hackathon kan?
Yes, betul.
And you are one of the
digital trainer of the Workplace Hackathon.
Digital trainer. So sekarang ni digital ambassador pun dah develop the app semua. So apa yang membuatkan you nak join this hackathon, Code Without Barriers ni?
Okay, so actually the reason that I joined the hackathon is sebab I dah involved dalam 2 hackathon tau actually. I help to organize. So bila you help to organize, you tak tahu the rasa and the thrill of being the participants. So bila I join that hackathon, my main purpose is untuk rasa, untuk dapat POV of the participants. And also lagi satu sebenarnya it's more like my personal intention juga. I nak tengok the apps yang kita guna dekat DRB Highcom ni dekat mana sebenarnya. So it is safe to say that the apps yang kita ada dalam DRB Highcom comply to global standard. Sebab kita nombor 3.
Kita nombor apa?
Nombor 3.
Nombor 3
dari dalam 72 submission.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Boleh tak I nak tahu dengan lebih lanjut macam mana you came across this Code Without Barriers punya hackathon?
Okay, so macam mana I jumpa this opportunity of joining this hackathon? Actually, I joined this one group on WhatsApp. It calls Females in Technology. So one day, I nampak ada iklan Microsoft Code Without Barriers nak buat hackathon. And one of the challenges that one of the problem statement yang diorang ada is using Power Platform. So masa tu, I actually macam tili-tali lah, macam nak join ke tak? Tapi I rasa macam it's something that I'm good with. Apa salahnya kalau I join kan?
Betul.
Sebab I rasa macam kalau I menang, Alhamdulillah. Kalau I kalah pun, it's okay.
It's still a win.
Yeah,
it's still a win.
Yeah, for me.
Kan?
Sebab I rasa macam every time I get the opportunity untuk create app baru ataupun create dashboard baru, it's a new opportunity to learn, you know?
Betul.
There's something new to learn in every app.
Okay, so this Code Without Barriers ni, kalau AI hackathon within our group.
Yep.
Workplace hackathon within HHB je.
Yes, betul.
But Code Without Barriers hackathon ni is worldwide. If I'm not mistaken, right?
It's more specifically Asia Pacific.
Asia Pacific.
Yep, good.
So, how do you feel winning this? And if I'm not mistaken, you were one of only 2 Malaysian winners, kan?
Yeah.
So, when you see that announcement, kan, what did you feel at that time?
Okay, so masa dia announce ni, sebelum announcement, dia orang ada bagi email, bagi tahu you are one of the top winners. So I macam kalau top winners berapa agak nombor 1 ke nombor 2 ke nombor 3. So I macam I put my hopes high lah, tapi at least dapat nombor 3, alhamdulillah lah kan. Lepas tu bila dapat nombor 3 I dah happy dah. And bila dia orang actually announce nama dengan nama negara. So during that time, masa I mula-mula join, I tak fikir pun yang actually I'll be representing my country. Sebab I fikir I just join je lah. I usually join things just for yourself kan. Tapi bila tengok, rupanya kita boleh kira wakil negara jugalah for that thing. And bila I tengok the whole event roll up sampai habis, baru I sedar actually ada 2 orang je Malaysian yang menang. So macam it was quite an honor jugalah for me bila I rasa macam tu. Sebab Malaysia honestly kita okay dalam bidang STEM and teknologi. Tapi kalau nak dibandingkan dalam negara Asia Pasifik, we have India, South Korea, Japan yang lagi power kan. Betul. So to be in one of the top 3, nombor 1 India, nombor 2 South Korea, nombor 3 Malaysia. So it was good enough.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is actually really nice.
Yeah.
Macam wow, aku top 3 guys. Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about your project yang you submit dalam hackathon ni?
Okay, so a little bit of my project. Nama dia adalah Power Limbs. Because power comes from Power Platform, which is I use Power BI and also Power Apps. Kan? Okay, so before I start going into my project, maybe I can cerita sikit lah how dia punya ni, the format of the hackathon. Kalau sebelum ni AI hackathon and workplace hackathon yang kita buat dekat DRB-ICOM, kita punya format tu is people are free
to do whatever.
Okay. As long as you bagi output lah kan. As long as you masuk and bagi output. Tapi untuk CWB hackathon, I short form like that.
Okay.
Dia akan bagi satu problem statement. So my problem statement is actually to create or automate a form and provide a tracker dashboard for software license requesting. It's actually IT thing lah. And for me macam benda ni quite senang sebenarnya. Sebab tu lah I rasa macam kalau aku masuk ni macam senang sangat ni. Not bragging lah. Sebab for me ada app yang kita dah buat dekat dalam DRB ni jauh lagi susah.
I see, lagi complicated lah.
And app yang kita ada buat dalam DRB is actually more well-rounded tau. The app yang I buat dalam the hackathon, just macam 1, 2 dah. There's actually should be a continuation for that.
So you guna Power Apps
and also Power BI. Okay. So bila diorang bagi tahu I need to use Power Platform tools. Power Platform dia ada 3 benda, which is Power Apps, Power BI and also Power Automate.
Okay.
Tapi maybe what's different about my apps is I only use
only 2.
Yep, Power App and Power BI to integrate everything. So for me it's for easier maintenance lah. And it's what I thought juga kan, kalau dekat dalam DRB punya Power Apps and Power BI. Kita just guna everything dalam Power Apps and Power BI je.
I see. Sebab I dengar juga about Power Automate. Power Automate is when you want to automate things, macam nak hantar email tu automatically, hantar reminder. I thought benda tu kena guna Power Automate. Tak perlu ke?
For mine tak payah. Okay. So dalam the app, dalam the whole solution tu, dia nak gunakan Power Automate for approval process. Tapi sebab I able to integrate approval process into Power Apps, macam apa yang kita ada dekat DRB-ICOM, so maybe that's why kita menang lah. I menang.
I see. So just guna Power Apps tu to get the approval, lepas tu dah dapat terus. You don't need to use Power Automate lah.
Yes, betul. So macam kalau you nak buat any maintenance in the future ke, you just fokus kat one app lah.
Okay, faham.
So,
nice. Wow.
Macam apa yang you buat juga kan?
Sebab I pun involved juga dalam workplace hackathon ni. Tapi I macam nak gunakan Power Automate. Tapi I was thinking macam kalau boleh guna semua features tu dalam Power Apps, why not?
Yes, betul. Utilize lah apa yang ada dalam Power Apps.
Kena explore lagi. Okay? Alright. Okay, my next question. So untuk semua orang yang tak pernah join hackathon ni kan, apa challenge yang you face during this whole process? The most challenging part lah for you.
I think my most challenging part is time lah kot. Sebab I kena buat app and the whole solution apa semua dalam masa sebulan. Ya, dalam masa sebulan kena buat. And also sebab benda tu kan kira macam luar waktu kerja. Takkanlah I nak buat waktu kerja kan. My priority mestilah kerja I kan. So I cuma like macam allocated 2 jam sehari lepas kerja untuk buat benda tu je.
So you stay dekat office ke?
Tak, I buat kat rumah.
Oh, you buat kat rumah lah. So every day for 1 month you akan balik rumah, you akan buka balik laptop and you akan sambung hackathon.
Ya, betul.
Anda semua mampu buat. Saya tak mampu. Oh, wow. And they only gave you 1 month.
Yeah, betul, exactly.
1 month to complete the whole process. Digital Ambassador punya hackathon pun ada berapa masa? Berapa lama?
Daripada bulan 5 kot.
Several months lah. Itu pun I rasa macam too short sebab nak develop an app.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So bila you 2 jam setiap hari tu you ada rasa macam nak give up, tak boleh nak teruskan. Ada tak rasa macam tu?
Ada actually bila buat Power BI dashboard.
Oh, kenapa?
My strength is Power Apps.
Okay.
Tapi I suffer sikit dengan dashboard. And also Power Automate.
Tapi you dalam business intelligence juga.
Betul. Actually I masuk because of Power BI.
Oh.
Tapi I kena buat Power BI dashboard.
Tapi tu you least suka lah. You lagi suka Power Apps lah.
Ya, betul.
Oh, okay. So what kept you going?
What keep me going sebab I bila dah start something, I takkan nak easily give up. I'm jenis rigid on that part lah. I start something, I need to finish that up. I takkan give up easily.
You kena juga nampak results tu.
Betul. Betul. I need to see the results. Sebab I know I can do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, aside from that, who supported you along the way?
For me, it's not just process during that 1 bulan buat lah. For me, I will take back the whole journey of me learning Power Platform punya stuff. Okay, so I think I would thank my bosses, managers and also my teammates lah in TBI and JIT. Kalau without direction diorang and guidance diorang, I don't think I can be here. Kenapa direction is penting for me? I think the direction that was set by Encik Radin and Chin Han to give trainings, to subsea apa semua kan on Power Apps, Power BI apa semua, I takkan belajar lebih on Power Apps dan Power BI and Power Automate lah. Sebab apa? Bila you give training, nak tak nak you kena be a master of that topic kan.
Ya, betul.
I kena belajar juga. Takkanlah bila orang tanya you soalan, you akan macam jap nanti fikir. So nak tak nak I kena keep up. I kena sentiasa belajar. So I think kalau tak ada that process of I bagi training apa semua to subsea or people kan, I wouldn't be here lah. Other than that, my manager Naresh dia open, easy for me to ask question to him.
I see.
Yeah, I suka orang macam tu. I suka my manager macam tu. Sebab for me, that's what important for me to grow. I ada banyak soalan.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, and kadang-kadang bila I sit together with him, bila I cerita, I nak buat macam ni, dia akan bagi suggestion. Kenapa you tak buat macam ni? This is shorter. Dia ajar I berfikir from different perspective.
I see. Especially like there's always better things to do with things, kan?
Betul.
Macam apa cara paling cepat, apa cara yang
betul.
Kalau kita boleh integrate AI, like how do we want to do that, kan?
Betul. And lastly, it's my teammates lah. Reshma, Farah Natasha and Azimah. Azimah dulu dia dekat DRB, dia dah pindah pergi Modernas. Sebab dengan dia orang juga, it's easy to learn. And we learn from each other. So supportive team, supportive manager, supportive bosses, it actually leads to me being here. So for me, ramai je orang yang support I, macam family, partner apa semua kan. Tapi for this aspect of life, I think it's thanks to them lah.
Okay, that's nice to hear. Okay, so what's next for you?
For me, I still akan cari new opportunity to join this kind of thing lah. Tapi I'm not too eager lah.
Faham?
Sebab I need to finish up my task juga.
Yes. Of course. Sebab sekarang ni pun tengah ongoing lagi kita punya hackathon.
Yes.
So yang itu, lepas tu nanti Oktober, sneak peek sikit ada apa agak-agak?
Rasanya kita akan ada digital day nanti.
Digital day? Digital day?
Yang tu kena nantikan ya?
Itu nantikan. Tolong nantikan. Ada 1 hari special on digitalization.
Yes.
Lagi? Apa lagi plan you?
For me, itulah kot. Tapi maybe I will focus more on workplace hackathon lah. I akan support the digital ambassadors. Kita orang akan make sure you guys yang dah buat your apps ni untuk gunakan your apps in your department.
Dengar semua. Dengar digital ambassador, siapa yang dah halfway dan tu teruskan sampai habis.
Betul.
Kena tengok results dia.
And to those yang bukan digital ambassadors, support lah you punya digital ambassadors kan.
Yep.
Guna the app dan diorang buat, dan diorang support.
Yeah, okay, nice. Alright. So, as a digital tool trainer kan, apakah satu advice that you would give yourself the most to everyone lah, to digital ambassadors, to women yang nak masuk dalam tech but are too afraid? Sebab as we know macam tech ni orang luar kata macam male dominated field, right? What do you think? Is it? Yeah, a bit kan. So macam what's your piece of advice to them?
My piece of advice is let's not give up easily lah. Jangan senang give up. I know that bila kita buat our apps ke platform or anything related to technology, memang susah. Sebab I personally masa I mula-mula start pun kali je rasa nak give up. Sampai rasa nak give up. Tapi because for me, the result tu berbaloi. When you get the app complete, jalan macam biasa, lepas tu you nampak the result ada and your customer is happy with the result kan. Worth it lah. So jangan give up lah. Solution akan sentiasa ada. Cuma you kena pandai cari je.
Nak cari tu mesti kena ada assistant kan?
Ya, macam ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Betul. Itu ChatGPT. AI sekarang ada di mana-mana. Kalau stuck je copy paste ChatGPT.
Betul. Actually itulah cara untuk improve.
Oh, cara yang betul lah. Lepas tu dah stuck tu ChatGPT kasih solution. Jadi tak?
Kadang-kadang jadi, kadang tak. Kalau tak jadi tu, kadang-kadang you kena bangun, lepas tu you go walk around ke apa, you can find things from different view. You akan dapat juga.
Oh, okay.
Actually that's what I do.
Oh, so itu what you did lah kalau you were stuck and you tengok screen tu macam doesn't make sense. Sebab I tengok screen orang-orang yang coders ni pun tak faham.
Betul.
So macam you bangun, jalan-jalan, duduk, dapat idea.
Yes.
Okay, jadi itu sahaja. Ada apa-apa lagi yang Anis nak sampaikan kepada penonton-penonton Kopi dan Kancil kita?
Okay, so since I am the digital trainer kan, so macam tanggungjawab saya lah untuk menyeru anda semua untuk support Workplace Hackathon Final yang akan berlaku pada 18 hari bulan 8 ni. So datang and support your team member lah. So untuk top 5 kita ada 5 kumpulan, which is Foresight Corporate Secretary, JHC, Group Human Capital, GIS, Group Insurance Service. Then we have
Bukan culture. Culture tak dapat top 5.
Corporate Management.
Yes.
Corporate
CMD.
Management.
CMD ada.
And lastly, we have Regulatory. So walaupun you tidak ada tapi datang and support. Okay?
So now kita nak main This or That dengan Anis Suraya, our digital tool trainer. Okay, bukan iPhone. Apple or Android?
Apple.
PC or Mac?
PC.
Apple Music or YouTube Music?
YouTube Music.
Ada premium. Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Smartwatch or classic watch?
Smartwatch kot sebab I suka count step.
Okay, tunjuk sikit smartwatch dia.
Redmi.
Okay. Alright, e-book or physical book?
Physical book.
Desktop or laptop?
Laptop.
Oh, you memang work on laptop lah.
Desktop tu just untuk extra monitor je lah.
Untuk tengok besar-besar.
Betul.
Faham. I pun suka lagi guna desktop tu untuk yang besar-besar. Okay, jap. Instagram atau TikTok?
Instagram.
Instagram. Same. I pun suka Instagram. I tak main TikTok. Okay. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Oh, you early bird?
Saya medium.
Betul.
Tak boleh naik old juga.
Oh, night owl pun tak boleh?
Tak juga. Bangun pun lambat.
Oh, betul.
Tengah-tengah.
Tengah-tengah.
Slow pigeon.
Oh!
Slow pigeon.
Lazy pigeon. Okay. Singing or dancing? Tiba last.
Alamak. Dua-dua tak boleh. Takut hujan.
Singing or dancing?
Singing kot.
Okay, nyanyi sikit.
Alamak.
Okay, dah. Itu sahaja daripada kami. Thank you so much everyone.